Hey, what it is, you know what it is. This is the official SA Chart Show, and in the spirit of the continued disrespect they keep showing me here as Ulituka Dlamini, I am being asked to present with none other than Primo 19, who might as well just take my job, because I mean, Mbiza ma professional,
Calm down. I'm already taller than you. Now you're gonna make it seem like we're beefing. Let's not do that. There's no need. There's no need at all. You okay? You're in good hands, my man. I've got you today.
What's up, Big Dog?
How are you, my brother?
Up, my
Thank you for having me.
Bless.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to be speaking to Primo quite a bit today, but we just want to, focus on what it is about today, which is of course the charts.
The music.
So we feel straight into that. At number 10, we have Soul Matrix and Mashudu, who pulled up with a song that was keeping us all December.
Why don't I know
December, dog? You mean now?
I don't know, man, now. Because when I think of Mashudu, I think of Movango. Okay, and on number 9, we're going international now. We're not staying in the borders. Yeah. I feel like she is the new queen of Niger.
I can't even argue against
I know Thames was really doing a lot, but Arya Starr, wow.
She's fighting.
Number 1, and I love the fact that she's on number 9 with a track called Rush. Let's check it out.
Sabi girl no dey too like talk. Animals they in human form. Body man nobody like walk, but you must hustle if you want job. You no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch.
All right, now in the spirit of all things music, and I'm talking like grown people music, the sort of music sexy people like us listen to. Skuluma ngama legends, skuluma ngabantu who can play multiple instruments, people who read, write music, shooting kuluma ngo Mozart, Bach, wait, la South Africa. Check your story if you do not believe me. None other than Uzonke, who will be dropping a I'd say it's very much anticipated because we haven't heard something from her in a few years. And so we're very, very much looking forward to the album that she dropped. And we here at the official SA Charts were honored to be guests at her listening session where some very, very interesting thing happened. We met great people, we heard some tracks from the album, and most importantly, we saw the beautiful, gorgeous, talented songstress herself. Let's check it out.
It's only one moment, girl. It's just a little loneliness. Oh.
All right, and at number 8 is a man who dropped what has to be the most anticipated album for the year, mainly under very, very difficult circumstances, but he's never disappointed on wax. And by all indication, it seems that this track continues that tradition. How you feel?
I love this track, I won't lie. And I like the fact that Khuli Chana is actually like one of the most gangster rappers that we actually have. That guy got shot so many times and he came back.
He really did get shot.
Hey man, that's close to a 50 Cent that we're gonna get.
You heard it here first, everybody. Primo said every other rapper in this country is fronting.
You see now, if we're starting, we can start.
Time out.
Please, let's just go to AKA featuring Khuli Chana, Prada.
That's what it is.
You got to buy me Prada, don't buy me flowers. I want you with the roses, give everything honors.
And at number 7, I think I might be saying this name wrong, so you might need to correct me. Libianca.
Yeah, Ke Libianca, she's actually from Lesotho. And so
Bianca wako Lesotho.
yeah, ke le Bianca.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I love
mara
it.
yena o na le bo Nigeria tjena empa ha ke se ka jaja.
Hey, ba no Mosotho.
Nna haholo hampe batho ba
Bana.
Hena. Hela. Let me answer for
I'm proud to say this is a mid-city local. I'm from mid-city.
Oh, yeah?
Not born and bred.
Oh.
Yeah, most of my, popular days I was in Midrand, and Tyler, I see you with thinking mocha, mocha, mocha. Coming up at number 6.
Representing for Mid City, Tyler, you saw it here first, bro. You gotta represent for your
Come
hood. That's
on,
what it is,
mid-city,
bro.
what it do?
All right, this track is also brand spanking new. He making his debut at the 6th spot on the official SA chart. As I'm sure most of you know, it's near impossible. So Mid City people don't be playing games.
Hey, we don't play games. We're taking over TikTok because this song has been doing all the rounds on social media. So I'm glad it's finally out.
Big things are going.
But Tyler, go.
Bless up. So we are chilling with Bozzers today, and we want to know more about Bozzers because this is a show for Bozzers.
So we can turn you into a baller.
Listen, I
You
just
already
want
look
to be
like
a
it.
Bozzer even
I can
more.
see it now, Nyagbon.
Yeah, so I'm going to be stealing a lot of tips, and so I have to ask questions that are going to allow me to research you properly.
Ish, steal from a para. Watch yourself.
Now, thanks for joining us, my G.
Anytime.
We really do appreciate it. You are a human being who, it seems, I know it's not, but it seems you came up like this.
Overnight.
How would you say that's an accurate assessment?
No ways. I honestly feel like my whole life was preparation for everything going on here. Even though almost nothing was related to where I'm at right now, I feel like I've been preparing for this my whole life. Like I even played football at a point. I was a professional footballer. I coached. So I didn't think it was gonna get here, but I just knew something was coming.
Hey, you're a brave man. We'll talk about that point a little bit later. How then did you find yourself in the entertainment space and why?
So since I was a kid, I've always just been into like the theatrical side of life.
Yeah.
I've always been like, I remember in grade 6, I took over the whole primary school concert and stuff like that. I planned the whole thing, I produced it. I just thought it was expression. I just like being funny and I like people being entertained.
Yeah.
So I guess then from there, it started when I got bored, just before 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, just before lockdown said shut down all the fun, I started doing travel vlogs because we were going on these like family vacations.
Okay.
And then I did YouTube and I was like, it's boring. Let me add a skit to my vlog just to make it spicy. People like the skits more than like the vlogs. So I was like, okay, sharp, let's go ahead with the skits.
Yeah.
And then lockdown came about, TikTok just,
Yeah.
blew up. And then I was like, let me try put my skits on there. Turns out I'm the king of that shit.
100%. The king is who we're talking to today, man. And like, you're really, really good at your stuff. And that's
Thank you,
how one can tell that this is something you've been doing for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Because comedic timing as well is a factor that needs training.
Exactly.
And you have that in bundles, which means you understand exactly what it is that you're doing. What would you say the hardest part of what you do is?
I think the hardest part is it's very internal. It's trusting myself, because so you reach certain peaks and troughs within your craft. Sometimes
Yeah.
your video. I had a video that got 1 million views in 15 hours.
Wow.
So now that becomes your new standard.
Yeah.
Replicating big results, trying to be as funny as you were in your last video, that's my issue. That's my biggest problem, kind of trusting yourself, But I'm getting more of a hang of it. I feel like my audience now kind of knows me more, so I can move up and down with my audience. So it's getting easier, but I think the trust, the self-trust, the confidence to give you guys something.
love.
Yeah.
Bro, so there's an interesting debate in the entertainment spaces between the more traditional medias, your
Sure.
television, radios, blah, blah, blah,
Sure.
versus the digital age in which we live. where you have people who've created a path for themselves
Yeah.
digitally. Do you see a disconnect between the two, or do you, let me put it this way, do you want to exist in the two, or are you comfortable in the digital space?
So I like that you said that because first of all, I do see the disconnect and I want to bring them together. So I see that we've now disconnected from being super relatable on TV to where we used to be super relatable. You know, we used to have shows like Soul Bodies,
Yes.
where now that's talking to what's happening in the community right now.
Yeah.
Now we don't really have shows like that anymore.
Yeah.
They're kind of depicting situations we'd like to be involved in. Now my mom is a gangster selling drugs, and now we must all kind of be gangsters, and that's the storyline where we kind of aspire a little bit, but we don't relate.
Okay.
We used to relate a lot
Yeah.
more. So I feel like I brought the relativity on the social media aspect, and I would like to, my actual goal is to bring it onto the bigger screen so that now our older counterparts and the people who are watching at home can now not go through their phones because they're not comfortable there. They can just flick a channel and you can either catch a show or an advert that we on. So I definitely see the disconnect. I feel like sometimes people are threatened by the fact that social media catches so quickly, that it's so accessible, that it's so easy. But the only way forward is together.
Sure. It's very interesting to hear you say that, man, that there is this perception
Yeah.
by people involved in the traditional spaces and the tendency to look down on
Yeah.
people in the digital. Have you experienced that?
For a lot of times, you know, especially because I'm an actor too.
Yeah.
So I'm getting into that space a lot more. They're welcoming me a lot more. But
Yeah.
I'm seeing people looking down on the fact that I'm not professionally trained, or the fact that, you know, I'll brag numbers that are more than the TV show that these people want me on, you know. So I get some negative reviews, but it's like, it's okay. You know, it comes with the territory of being the new guy or doing the new thing. But we'll get there. We'll smooth it out with them.
Yeah, no, bro, you got the spirit of a pioneer, and
shout out.
I think if anybody can genuinely marry the two roles, it's you, because you are talented as an actor and as a creative generally.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
And
it.
that's wild to say. You mentioned that you played soccer.
Yeah. Like I played.
So, for those who are unaware, Primo has carved his path so well, kept himself as an individual front and center, and showed his creative talents so much so that many
Don't even have that there's something shining bigger than me behind me.
that's my thing. It might
Yeah.
not even, you know what I mean? You're getting to a space where you are becoming that in a sense, but in a very different industry.
Yeah.
What I was getting at is this is a son of one of, in fact, not one of, our national key point,
Sure.
a legend,
The treasure.
treasure. One of our greatest exports in football, Rue Lucas Radebe. And why I was like, you know, oh, you played soccer, that's brave. Because if it's me, if my dad is a footballer, that's the last thing I'm doing.
That you want to do, yeah. It's
Yeah.
cross paths and make the
Yeah.
comparison and things like that.
Yeah.
I
How was
went straight for it.
Oh, yeah?
I said you guys are gonna see me and I'm gonna be better and bigger, and
Uh-huh.
like that's how I attacked it. I played the same position. I was also a center back.
Oh, wow. Uh-huh.
So if you pay attention,
Yeah.
my handle is Primo 19.
Yeah.
My dad played with number 19.
Yeah.
I played with number 19. So I'm kind of, you know, so I'm trying to be, I'm still keeping the essence of everything, you know, I'm just putting it out there because as much as I want to separate myself from that, that's who I am and that's where I
Yeah.
come from. And
Yeah.
also football taught me everything I know about life. So I kind of needed that to stick. But ish, it is what it is, you know. I don't like concentrating on that too much because
Word.
you are who you come from, but you also decide where you're going.
How was that growing up in a household like that? Was there any pressure at all to be an achiever in a sense, or?
Only self-pressure. It only came from within. I think, so when you see, personally, when I saw a standard that high, I said, let me exceed it. I said, if this guy can get so much attention and can be such a big deal for who he is and can hold the country down, you know, like that with his talent, maybe I'm talented too, and maybe I can do something on a similar level. So I tried going directly inside in the football path. It didn't really work out, you know. I mean, you have a lot of plans and the world has its own path, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would get as big as what I do now,
Yeah.
you know, as I am. But injuries kind of came in the line, and you know, a whole lot of comparisons. I had to deal with almost everywhere I go, I have to hide who my dad is. So luckily, we don't share a surname. And every soccer club I went to, they never knew who's my dad. They let me play and they were all happy with me and whatever until they found out who my dad was.
And he pulls up to practice.
You know, that one day he decides, oh, let me see how you're doing today. Oh, man. Then they're like, oh, the legend is here, whatever.
Yeah.
After training, they find out it's my dad. Next day, hey, passport, dog, you know. Now it's different. Now people are acting some type of way. Now the coach gives me extra pressure, and now it's like a little bit funny. It's not the same as it was. So I had to deal with kind of hiding. I had to hide it first and let that kind of come out. But now I realized, you know what? Make your own path, shine your light. Even if that light shines bright, as long as you shine it, you'll be cool.
Yeah. Because you come in with a different, equally needed light.
Hopefully,
Well, innit?
hopefully.
No, you're doing it big as we speak, man. And so
out, man.
you're a very multifaceted human being. You write, you do the skits, you produce, you shoot, you edit your own
Yonke
stuff,
into.
you act. What is your ambition in the game? Like, if you had to break it down, if I had a gun to your head right now and be like, choose one job.
I can't. So because I'm a man of quality, I pride myself in my final product.
Yeah.
I want to be hands-on about my product most of the time. So you'll find me trying to do everything because I feel like I know how I want it to come out. So in an essence, I want to be the standard. If you're going to say anything, if you're going to, you've been sweet the whole time, but now you really want to do it?
Yeah.
I want to change the standard of entertainment in the whole game.
I see.
In the whole game, I want when people to watch a soapy to be like, damn, I'm captivated, you know? Or when people watch a comedy at 7 o'clock on SABC 1, it's actually really funny, you know? And it's not like we're just watching it because they're filling time with a show or whatever the case. So I definitely want everybody to be laughing genuinely, to be feeling genuinely as connected as they are in social media, be as connected on the TV, on the big screen, in the movies, in every facet of entertainment, actually.
Who have been some of your biggest influences as an entertainer?
Whoa. I can definitely say people like Joe Mafela, Kagiso Ledeja, all the brews that were involved in Pure Manati Show, PMS. I can definitely say almost everybody because I'm not inspired by the person. I'm inspired by what you can do. So there's certain things from everybody that I can just grab, you know, like Trevor's ability to relay current affairs and make a joke on the spot and still talk and be funny here in person at the same time, you know. So I pick up things from a lot of people. My dad too, you know, I took a lot of my dad's discipline in that sense. So my inspiration comes from everywhere, bro.
Oh, that's really dope, bro. And is there a specific role that you're looking at and you're like, yeah, I'd love to play this specific role one day? If I'm to be defined by a role, you know, we have Archie.
Yeah, Archie Moroka.
Basilio. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
What would that be?
Nothing. Me, it's everything. You can't box me in.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like there's TikToks, you can go back years and like almost everything. You won't just say, hey, dude, I know him for that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to box myself in. I want to be a comedy specialist, you know. I want to make people laugh candidly, scripted. I want to be an action star. I also want to be serious. I also want to be Gaddafi. You know what I'm saying? Don't just laugh at me. Take me serious also. So it's not just like me trying to go in and be this guy that's just famous. I just want to raise the standard. I just want to get everybody to be working at a better level so that the audience gets a better product at the end of the day.
Fantastic. We're going to get to the fun part now. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions.
Let's go.
And the rules are as follows. If you are unable to answer the question and we fully understand that you're at the TOSAC, you just simply say pass.
Okay, sure.
But you have 3 seconds to answer whatever question comes.
All right, now I'm good with timing. You know, like you said,
100%.
comedic timing. Come on now.
100%. Y'all set? Great. Question number 1. If you were to be stuck for 10 years with this one entity, who would it be between Eskom and your ex?
My ex. Eskom is unpredictable. Stage 3, Kacheko, stage 6 tomorrow. Let me rather deal with my ex because at least it'll be a mutually beneficial relationship.
Do you have a celebrity crush? Who are they?
I do have one. It's been moving up and down. But lately I will have to say it's Thuli P. Shout out to him.
When she pulls up to our studios next time, we'll be sure to let her know. Chiefs or Pirates?
Oh, for obvious reasons, not Chiefs. Not Chiefs. Not Chiefs. Chiefs lost this week. Chiefs won this one, but Pirates.
All right, better comedian, Trevor Noah or Kumba?
Ooh, that's so tricky. That's very tricky. Don't do that. You know what? You know why? I feel like Trevor is the best commercial comedian and Skumba is the best almost underground gassy comedian. You know, you can sit on the corner with Skumba and he'll finish everyone in the squad. He'll roast everyone. Yeah. So I want to say Trevor.
All right, and to round things off now, again, pure honesty. You can let us know if you do not want to. Next to you, who's the best TikToker?
Woo! Gerlings. Mo Gerlings. Yeah, me and Mo Gerlings run the show.
You heard it here first, everybody. Thank you for giving us your time, my G.
Thank you for exposing me and making me start beefs right on air.
That's what we do over here. It wasn't me this time.
Yeah, it wasn't a beef with you. I'm just glad you over it.
Bless, my king. Thank you, my G.
Shout out, man.
Let's go back to the charts.
Okay, pulling up at number 5, one of my favorite numbers. We've got 2.1. Hey, it sounds like money. Stimela. Money train. You know what I'm saying? The whole way.
That's what it is. And at number 4 is the song saying
Are you tired of it?
Let me calm down. Hey!
You tired of Rema?
No, I'm not tired of Rema. Like, Rema as a dude,
Yeah.
he has a bright good song though.
Oh man, I love it. And I feel like he wrote it for his South African squeeze, Tyler. You know, that some spicy news is coming up. You know that?
Tyler.
Yeah, no, she had to show us that she's the flyest and number 1. So Rema caught a real one, caught our number 1.
And like there's beef, get much.
Why? Why are you trying to beef? Why are you like
Rema
beefing?
and like ufunani made
Stop beefing.
I think it's that short syndrome.
Syndrome? No, self-awareness is the best type of awareness. But at number 4, it's a Rema with calm down, please.
If I tell you say I love you, no day for me, young girl. Oh, young girl. No, tell me no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo, 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 lo.
So I'm calm now. Thank you, Rema, for a fantastic song that's done really, really fantastic things for the world, for the culture, and for the people. I have calmed down. And now I'm gonna make sure you don't calm down because I know what you're here for actually, which is the gossip. So let's take you to exactly what it is that you're looking for, Street Savvy. What's up, folks? It's time for another edition of Street Savvy. Now, we know that this is Mgosi Central where we Heba officially so let's get straight into it. And it would seem that controversial songstress who, you know, it seems she can't do anything right in people's eyes. I'm talking about Lady Zamar, who was under fire yet again for agreeing to be a guest on Nota's podcast. The fire was so hot, in fact, that her PR team have now had to say that the interview is cancelled. Y'all are unforgiving. Moving on, rapper Gigi Lamaine found herself the topic of conversation when Musa Kaula stated that she is the side chick to Big Zulu, whom, as we all know, is married. So the story goes that as a result of said relationship, Gigi and her former manager had a big falling out, and this manager also had some interesting relationship with the Big Zulu. So let's just keep an eye on that story. That's gonna get very interesting. And sticking with the personal drama around our faves' lives, Queen Lolly, who is also a musician, recently came out and made the claim that Master KG is her baby daddy. Now, she claimed that the hitmaker then forced her to abort the baby. For context, this is the same woman who had said that she is AKA side chick. I'm gonna leave it over there. Master KG did come out, however, to deny the claims. So winning, it seems, comes with big drama, apparently, because Grammy Award winner Zakes Bantwini is now being sued for 2.4 million rands. Chana by record label Paradise Africa for a breach of contract. They were not too pleased when the big star moved to Universal Music Africa. Zakes did not take this lying down, however, and he immediately started demanding that they pay him his owed royalties. And that's it for Street Savvy this week. Guys, gushushu, gu hot. Keep an eye on that situation because yo, angazi nigeni this week. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Nigele nukuthanda indaba zabantu. But sizonipha zona because siyanthanda. But music again. And pulling up at number 3, still refusing to leave the charts, and it does not look like she will be doing so, given that she's still sitting on top of the Billboard Top 100 International.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
She's not going anywhere.
Yo.
Feminist Anthem of Life.
Ben.
Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Asir.
Stop taking me out of that.
I didn't wanna fight, started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours.
And at number 2, Aish, the song that really rocked us this December. We're going back to the one and only Super Mega. AKA and Nasty C came through with Lemons to Lemonade. What a beautiful song. I just want to say that about myself. Oh, man.
Lemons to lemonade, lemons to lemonade. It tracks suit, Versace, pull out the set, zip up the off-white, up to the neck, turn up the AC, it's hot in the sack.
And at number 1, from the brand new number 1 album in the country, once more,
The one and only.
Super Mega, Doro, the multi-talented.
The multi-talented.
Kinda like this guy. Primo's got an album coming out soon, just by the way. I had to drop that before
It's
we
not
get
my
to number-
album, it's Brown 2 Man's album. Banaba Fing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, plus one is what is so to what is even like.
No, that's what it is. AKA Enkido, okay, DDO, okay, double DO, depending on what part of the
You don't know who that
continent
is?
you're on. Ukido,
Kid Dominant.
Ukido.
You didn't watch SABC One growing up, ne? For me, that looks like Kidio. So please, this thing.
Timothy Shadow, yo.
I just took you on
Took
it.
me
I just took you on it, but let's come back
That's what it is.
to where we are, AKA Kid Dominant, a song that's been doing all the rounds, social media, radio, yonke into even my TikTok. Like I just dropped something last week.
Yeah.
They gave it like 1 million views in 2 days.
Yeah.
So you know what it is. Just trust in me. I bid you a masterpiece. Company.
That's what it is.
Just trust in me. I built you a masterpiece. Let's go. This world not enough for me. Kiss me in the tree, sing off for me. Oh, close company. Energy feel no punch on me.
And that's the official SA Chart Show. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for pulling up to be with us, my
Thank you
brother.
for
We
having
really
me
do
and dealing with
appreciate
my height, being with the guy that's taller than you on screen, man.
Maybe kumele vele kube wena Lu, because nibade.
You don't have a platform, something, because we can do it together, dog. I like the energy.
Bangithathile yona, dog.
Your platform shoe?
Platform, dog.
I'm fit. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
We'll be seeing you next week, and we do hope to get a little bit more Primo. Do stay tuned. Do subscribe, remember, every Thursday at 12 p.m. on YouTube, the official SA Chart Show. That's your top 10 for the week.